Greetings, fellow video watchers out there in the world. Be you motovloggers or just regular viewers, hello. It is I, Mike 87, on this day of May 1st, I believe. Uno de Mayo. And I'm on my way to work, surprisingly. The semester is just about over. The last day of classes was yesterday. And today begins final exams. I don't have any today. And as I'm riding to work, I figured I would regale you with my vast and powerful knowledge, such as it is. Here it is, ready? So, the topic today is what to expect from different decades of your life. And I ask you folks who are watching to add to this discussion, either on the comments or in a video that you make. So here we go. The reason for this topic is because when I was younger, one of the things I really appreciated was when older people told me about, their wisdom, the things that they learned about life and whatever's. Especially the really old folks, like in their 80s. So here we go. I think in your 20s, you can probably expect to work harder than you really wanted to, but you got to work real hard. And you're very insecure, and you're probably going to be angry because of it. It's also your prime sex having years, so enjoy those. Work your butt off because you can. Try to work smart, not hard. Don't ruin your body when you're young, because it'll come back on you. It'll definitely come back on you. You might really push yourself hard and be hurting for a couple of days doing something, but your body stores that damage and saves it for later. So the harder you are on yourself when you're younger, the more you'll suffer when you're older. At least that's what's happened to me. Also, in your 20s, right around the age of 24, 25, 26, at least this is what happened when I was that age, everybody starts getting married. I don't know what it is about that. Everybody wants to get married and have kids. And I was terrified of that, because I was always told, once you have a kid, your life is over. So I didn't have any. I ended up marrying somebody that didn't want kids, and I figured she'd come around. I figured by like the time I was 30, I'd be ready. 30, 31, that never happened. Oh well. I have students, they're my kids. So you get married in your mid-20s, a lot of people do anyway. You start your career, and you start out, owing money for student loans, possibly. Possibly not, depending. And you've got let's see, you've got no money, and you're trying to get an apartment, or you're trying to get a house, and some people can when they're younger, but a lot of people can't, depending on, whatever's. But then you hit your 30s, and now you're kind of hitting your stride a little bit. You feel good, hopefully. You're in good health, hopefully. I was in great shape when I was in my early to mid-30s. I was happy in my career. I was getting experience and having a good time. Traveling, I did a lot of traveling. So you could do that. And health problems aren't that a big of a thing, but there are some that will pop up here and there. And if you're very unlucky, something bad will happen, but hopefully not. And then when you hit about 35, 34, 35, that's when you start to kind of get what some people call the 7-year itch. Like, is this really the person I'm supposed to be with? And you know, what does another person feel like, smell like, taste like, whatever? So that's when marriages start breaking up, I think. Yeah, early to mid 30s. By the end of the 30s, definitely you're having troubles if you have a relationship that's, you know, not average, I guess you could say. Average marriages probably end. I don't know. It's like 50-50, isn't it? Anyway, so if your marriage survives, yay. If not, oh well. By the late 30s, that's when your friends start dying. Hopefully you're not one of them. When I hit 38, 39, that's when I lost one of my friends to breast cancer. And then when I was 40, I lost another friend. 41, I lost another friend. Well, when I was 40, the big loss was my dad. My dad died. That's another thing. When you hit your 40s, probably your parents are going to start dying, or your aunts and uncles. Your grandparents are probably already gone. I mean, some people have their parents until they're, you know, in their 70s. I mean, the people who have parents, the kids are in their 70s and the parents are still alive. Not in my family. So get ready for that. Death will start making regular visits from late 30s on. Your metabolism is going to slow down. You're going to get thicker. The things that you eat will add to your weight when they never used to. It'll take you a hell of a lot longer to get over a hangover. If you use your muscles a lot, man, you're going to be hurting for days and days. Cold weather starts to affect you. Your health problems start cropping up here and there a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious. But you're happier than you've ever been. And you're more secure in who you are than you've ever been. And you hopefully love your job. You feel all this experience and wisdom and this confidence that comes from it. And you just don't really care what other people think of you anymore. And I just can't wait to see what happens, on the good side anyway, in the 50s. So anybody who has perspective of the 50s and the 60s, let me know. I want to know what's coming. Kind of like a roadmap, you know. All right, this is my Kaylee 7. Have a good one.